thing that a lot of people don't know about Charles is in the last 20 years I've hunted with him, I've seen him carry a shotgun one time.
I think I've known Charles for almost 20 years now, and I've never seen him pull a trigger on a duck.
I carry my shotgun, he carries his coffee thermos.
I've always asked him, why would you not do that? You guide every day of the season. You're always out there. You're hunting with friends. The opportunity's there. You can do it. And his response is typically, you know, if I shoot one, it's one less somebody else gets to shoot.
Killing a limit isn't what's important to him. It's working the birds and seeing them react to the call and just spending time with people that he's made relationships with over the last 30 years.
He just enjoys being there. You know, he enjoys the people. He enjoys watching the dogs. He loves working birds.
That taught me a lot from a very young age. Seeing that, that's who I want to be. I don't want to care if I get to pull the trigger or not. That's not what this is all about. And he's a living example of that.
When I was about 38 years old, I had some friends that entered me in a little duck calling contest at a DU event, and I happened to win the contest. And there were some guys there that said, oh, you need to start blowing in the Georgia State contest. You know, we need some people to participate in this. And I blew in my first contest, the real contest, and I got second at the state. And then 2 years later, and I won it. And I've been very blessed, but I qualified 25 consecutive years and blew in the World Championship. You know, duck season's only 60 days, so I had the rest of the year to do my calling and practicing and going to these contests and getting with buddies, and it allows you to feel like you're involved with the ducks all year long.
What was it that made you want to keep pursuing the duck calling thing? What was that grabbed you?
I was good. I was, like I said, I'm blessed, okay? But I was good at it. It just sort of hit in. I had to practice. I practiced every day. And at 38 years old, most of the people's already world champions and champion of champions, but by the time they reach 38.
Charles Petty speaks duck. The man walks around with a duck call in his pocket and he's 70 years old. If you want to know something about harvesting a mallard duck, pull your notebook out, and that's who Charles Petty is.
You know, people love turkey hunting. That's fine. I've never been in my life. People said, oh, you'd love it, you'd love it. Probably you're within a mile of where that turkey was born and raised. Same thing with the deer. There's no question on these ducks. It was just something that just got into my soul. Where were they born and raised, and what made them come south? And it's just, to me, they're just an amazing, amazing bird. Most likely, if we get a speck that's got a band, he most likely come from Alaska. And that's a long ways. Now, what brought him here? How did he know how to get here? You know? So we like some of these older birds to stick around to bring these young birds down, just like what we're doing. Just exactly like what we're doing. The older birds has got to teach these young birds what they need to do. We got to keep them involved with the outdoors. I mean, if we don't, we're going to lose it. It's our history, it's what we do, and it's in our blood. You know, anything that somebody enjoys doing, they're going to keep doing it. And so we got to keep them enjoying it to make the world go round.
Caller 26.
I met Charles at the first duck calling contest I ever signed up for.
I met him, he was pretty young, I'm not sure exactly.
You know what, I think I was 16. I had been practicing and figured I'm gonna drive up to the nearest duck calling contest in Stuttgart, Arkansas and compete in the Cache River Regional. They're the best callers in the world. I'm just gonna go hurry up and lose, so I learned something from it. And I was nervous as can be. I drove 6 hours from Lafayette, Louisiana to Stuttgart, Arkansas, and I'm in front of the world stage where that contest is held. And I'm shaking, I'm blowing my duck call before the contest, and the gray fox, Charles Petty, this wise wisdom figure, comes out of the shadows and says, hey guy, well, you need some help? And it's like, yeah, absolutely.
To see the look on his face, he's up there blowing that duck call, nervous as a cat.
he probably knew I needed some help, and that's just who Charles is. He's willing to help.
He was running around there and he needed a cork, and I just happened to have my tuning kit, and so I said, here, let me see it, and I put him a cork in there and it worked good for him.
And he said, let's put a new cork in your car, let's do this. Here's my phone number. Hey, don't worry about anything, just go have fun. Have a good contest, just do what you can do. Man, and after that, we're gonna get you ready for your next one. But here's my phone number, call me.
And we just sort of been friends ever since.
And little did he know that I was gonna call him and text message him every day, just about for about 4 years after that. That's how I met Charles. It was duck calling. Duck calling got me to the table with Charles Petty, and his willingness to help me is what got our relationship going.
You know what? If you can help somebody, you help them. That's just the way I am, and that's the way I've always been.
And even to this day, I see him do that same thing at calling contests all over the country. He travels around and judges, and he'll find somebody who needs help. He'll find a kid and go out to them. He won't wait for them to come to him. He'll go say, hey, you need any help? You need some cork? Man, you want to talk about something? Let me hear you do that. He does it, and I don't know why he does it, but other than because he cares about it. He cares about calling as a sport. He cares about the passion of hunting, and he cares about the next generation coming up. He just wants to see it continue, and that's the example that Charles sets. I'm gonna help you for no other reason of I'm selfless, and I want you to be better, and I wanna help you do it. You don't owe me anything.
You know, if you want to talk about true gentlemen in the sport of duck hunting and competitive duck calling, the first name that's going to come to my mind is Charles Petty.
He's almost like a second dad to me. He's the one that's taught me a lot about waterfowl, how to call, how to work ducks.
In the waterfowl world, he's a living legend, and having him here and being my buddy and getting to hunt with him and spend time with him and learning from him, it's priceless.
He is willing to do anything for anybody at any time. I see a few people like that, but not very many.
Charles has always been the first person to shake your hand, first person to offer an encouraging word, first person to help you out. He's been a mentor to many. He's been just a fabulous person to call a friend.
Yeah, he's definitely special to me. There's not much you can really say to put it into words other than I want to be that way. I want to make somebody else feel the way that I feel about him one day. And he's opened doors. He's been a pillar of support. He's taught me things. And I do my best to bring that to other people. So, is he special? Absolutely.
What do you want your legacy to be? Like, what do you want people to know about you and what you did in this industry?
That's just a hard question for me to answer.
His legacy is going to be the experience that people had with him while they were hunting. You know, the fun times, this person got wet, or it's going to be something that's going to be talked about for many, many years to come.
Charles Petty's legacy is standing in front of you right now. It's people like me that have been blessed to hang out with him and learn from him and just enjoy his life and be able to pass that on to other people. The things that Charles has taught me since I've known him, I've passed on to hundreds of people. How to teach a kid how to quack in a duck call, how to call ducks in the corners, how to parallel park a side-by-side trailer in a Super 8 parking lot. I mean, he doesn't want to be known for breaking records. He doesn't want to be known for the amount of birds he's harvested. He wants to be known for how many friends he's made, how many people he's helped, and that's the legacy of Charles Petty.
My hat's off to him. Great guy, great person, but most of all, a great friend.
If he ever hangs it up, that'll be a tough day for sure.
Hopefully it's going to be a few years down the road. I might not hunt and I might not guide, but I plan on going. I want to be there. You know, some days you don't feel so good. You get a little age like me and it's hard getting up. You're a little colder than what you used to be. And I just tell people now, if you can get up and go, you get up and go. Because there's one day that your mind is going to want to go and your body's going to say, this might not be a real good idea.